stop this, you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT. Let it stop.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throws there for Sky Moore. And talk about a good gain when they needed it. That's 13 on 2nd down. Now only a yard to go here on 3rd.
3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
Short yardage run here for Brown. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Bengals have a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
11 MT paint. Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. And this one is knocked away from the intended targets. Good start from the defense here as that incompletion brings up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
3rd down, here's Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's Jones. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Nothing like a little suspense on 4th down over there on those sidelines as everyone waited to see just whether or not he got the first down. Some of these running backs, okay, they just have a nose, just have a feel for exactly what it takes to move those chains.
Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
now, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
11 coming.
From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Headed out right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
2 yards.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate, and you get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt that much more difficult.
This one's caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
McPherson's kick is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Captain.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That heater is going to fall to the turf. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. Now I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script. But if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
They're going for it. It's Nix. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Offense in the hurry up here.
24 yards. That's good for the Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Captain. Almost set.
Third and long for him here. He completes it in traffic. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Bombers.
Now Nix on 3rd down. And Sutton with back-to-back catches. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. The Bengals are out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Nix from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Incomplete on 3rd and goal. Trying to find his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. Live ball picked up inside the 25. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And they scoop up the block and don't stop until they reach pay dirt. Well, shout out to the special teamers, Brock. They got somebody in free to block that kick, and things just got better from there as he took it all the way back.
These special teams coaches, they live in dark places, man, and they look for any vulnerability they can. A lot of times, they're a step slow, just a millisecond away. Not that time. It pays off in the biggest of ways.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got Sutton complete. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. Here's Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Dobbins on 1st and goal. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now Nix. Makes the catch. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game.
Broncos 7. Will Lutz, the kickoff for the Broncos.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. It's a design keeper for Milrow. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a 9-point advantage.
I have a little sense, Kate, that equipment manager is going to find a way to keep that football for this QB. Yeah, he was a dual-threat guy in college, but that's his first in the NFL using his legs.
McPherson at the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Bengals get to him and take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
He finds Ingram working downfield here. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
It's one of those situations that I really can't critique the defensive call at all. I mean, the X's and O's were everything you want, but unfortunately the Jimmies and Joes in double coverage of that tight end couldn't get it done.
And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. By the rookie that time, Demetrius Knight.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Captain, ready. My name is...
To throw, here's Nix. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It'll be 3rd and 5 on the other side, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
That's another Broncos.
Going to the ground again on first. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Nix now to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Nix. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands. Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Kadarius Toney now to return it. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Touchdown! Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Harvey now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux and that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. The diabetic, they mouth you full of deceit.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Nix looking to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Throwing here, Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So fourth down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around?
He's got it at the 24. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's first and 10 from the 15. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
6-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the option. Here's Brown. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10.
Almost set.
A give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds the in route complete. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
3rd and 1.
Going for the first with Dobbins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
We're good.
Offense to the line fast.
5-yard gain on the play.
Nix now on first and 10. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Working quickly here.
11. That's another Broncos First
Bombers,
down.
bombers.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Nix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
Captain. Hold on, son. Ready. Ready, son. Olay.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Olay.
Third and long for Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Nix. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here we go.
First and 10. Here's Jones. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground with Jones. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
6 defensive backs out there. Broncos going dime here on third down.
Let's get set.
They'll throw. Third and long. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they haul him to the ground there. It's a 29-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know what's interesting, Kate? Even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
From the gun, again to Brown. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go. Hey, smash from 19, charge.
Milroe hangs on to it. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play's not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
11, Thomas. Here we go.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Cade, and I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. McPherson's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, I said.
We get it on the ground here with Dobbins. Escapes the defender. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Nix from the gun. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Caught, nice gain left side. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line.
16 yards.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Offense up to the line fast.
16 more yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Nix with it on 1st. He's got it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's Harvey running from his own read. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Gun. Cut.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
A loss of the yards brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It is Bengal football, and they're going to start the final quarter up by a couple of scores. Run lost some a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Again, it's Chubb. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
I'm fine. Ready?
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Finds him on the crossing route. He takes it down to the 33. Give him 30. 32 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Chubb up the middle. He cuts, and he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 3-score game in the fourth. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Now Nix. Gets it downfield. On target to Sutton. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Nix. It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46.
1st down.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 1st and 10 now from the 46. So read here, this is Dobbins. Still has some space inside the 35. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
26-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to have this down to the 7. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, they're going option. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nix holds on to it. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
It's a loss of 4.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Brown on the inside give. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Broncos bringing out an extra DB on third down. Here's Brown again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Bengals close to beginning the year 4-0. So on fourth down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Nix. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
They give to Jones, right side. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just one left to burn now. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
11 and keep. Here we go, here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's 4th down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You can give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them, but just flow to the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that 1st down marker.
And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Captain.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here he is to throw. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Ready. Joe.
Desperation time here. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
Broncos, 1st down.
They'll throw again. Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He has this down to the 34. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Once more, it's Nix. Brought in close to the 8. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And now they have a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. Well, what began as just a good start to this season might be becoming something a little bit better, Brock. 4-0 now. There may be some serious legs to the start they're having here.
Yeah, let's not go calling them the 72 Dolphins yet, Kate. A lot of season left. But you'll hear coaches, especially in this first month of the season, call it stacking wins.
Yep.
And you know, if you can sustain success and you stack these wins early, you're typically a playoff team late.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.